What if the size of your imagination wasn't limited by the size of a piece of paper? What if the size of your ideas wasn't limited by the size of your screen? What if you could zoom in to drill down to see the detail, as well as zoom out to see the big picture? What if you could show the content of your work, as well as put that into context? What if you could integrate a whole set of resources in one place? What if you had access to almost unlimited space to teach, lecture, present, express, plan and organize the flow, progression, and development of ideas, and do all this in real time? Well, now you can. Introducing the whiteboard.
Hi. A while ago, during my research, I came across a problem, and in trying to solve this problem, I tried to visualize it and sketch it out on a piece of paper. But what I realized was that I couldn't actually fit in all the details about the systems and subsystems that made up my research project onto the piece of paper. Around about the same time, I was lecturing some students, and I found the whole idea of writing concepts on the board, erasing them out, writing them again, trying to remind students of what was covered in the last lecture, what will be covered in the next lecture, to be quite tedious. And I found the size of the blackboard to be actually quite limiting, and that it was forcing me to actually teach in this linear fashion. I thought that the idea of lecturing was more to show the relationships between concepts and demonstrate the link to the students, as opposed to letting them think about them in these tiny silos. And I thought, with the fast development of the internet, that being able to see these links between concepts was even more important. I heard somewhere that knowledge wasn't really having a large set of information, but being able to put that information in context and seeing the relationships that link this information together. After that, I did what any research student knows how to do. I wrote a paper. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized that not having enough space to actually contextualize information is not only a problem in research, academia, and teaching, but it's also a problem in politics, government, companies, financial institutions, aid agencies, media, telecommunications. And really, information overload is a problem for everyone. So these were a few of the reasons that led me to actually develop a prototype. A computer program which you could use to teach, lecture, and as well as express ideas and present concepts in real time. So you wouldn't have to wait to put an entire presentation together to see the big picture. In developing this computer application, I learned a new programming language, figuring out the kinks, sorting out the issues, designing user interfaces. And now I'd really like to get this application into the hands of students, teachers, lecturers, as well as programmers, engineers, and CEOs. And to do that requires quite a bit of resources. To get a system set up so that people can actually buy the application and download it directly to their computers. And who knows? Maybe your next big crowdsourced campaign might actually start on a whiteboard. Oh yeah, did I mention that a place where space is really limited is on mobile devices. So any video content that you make using the whiteboard would be easily viewable on mobile devices, allowing you to express your ideas and present them to an audience around the world, which will hopefully also make learning possible around the world. So, what do you say, guys? How about giving my project the go-ahead? Whiteboard. Life simplified.